All right, hi guys. I've got a few things to share. First, I finished this unit of Hungarian or Transylvanian Haiduks soldiers from Fire and Sword miniatures. They're kind of dragoons, and in the pack they give you two foot bases and two mounted. I'm sure so you can have them like as dismounted dragoons versus mounted, which is a good option. I think for my gaming, I'm gonna probably use these guys as like commanded shot, alongside the dragoons, but it's nice to have the option. And I did these guys with blue and reds, based on a period illustration I found online that showed them with blue and red mostly. These would have been kind of the Hungarian border soldiers, and the regular Habsburg garrison soldiers that were Hungarian would wear similar clothing, kind of Turkish style dress, but slightly slightly different with the headgear and stuff. And as you can see, they have like a wheel lock kind of carbine, I guess, and they've got fur. Most of them have fur cloaks. I guess I put the wash a little heavy. I've been switching to use Agrax Earthshade on the figures rather than Nuln Oil, just so the figures get shaded but don't get too darkened. I'm trying to experiment with that a little bit. And then what I finished this evening is I finished this stand of these are Szekler mounted handgunners, so same kind of unit, and it's going to be a similar thing, just they look different. They don't have the cloaks. And for them, I decided to do reds, primary red to go with, or reds to go with the other Szekler unit that I painted up, and then desert yellows. And I've got these are the dismounted figures. So kind of similar to the Haiduks in terms of their weapons and stuff, but just look a little different. One of these guys was sculpted with I guess this is like a rifle, looks like a musket scabbard or something on his back. I hadn't seen that on one of these figures before, so kind of neat. Just a neat little detail. And then the other stuff I have here is these are Cossack arquebusiers, so I'll get to those. I did want to share, because Hajduk, the word, it means, in Ottoman Turkish, it actually means like a bandit, or maybe in modern parlance, kind of like an insurgent. And I actually translated part of something that talks about like the way they would fight. So this is from the narrative of a guy named Cafer Yani. I think he was like Ottoman provincial official, but he wrote this history of Hungary at the end of the 16th century. Part of it reads, on March 16th of March 1586, the accursed one named Nagy Olu, so that's the Hungarian name Nagy, the son of Nagy, with 3,000 wicked enemies, unexpectedly set foot in an early morning time at the village named Kopan, part of the province of Buda. Inside, the people of Islam were calm, and more than 3,000 innocent girls and hidden boys were captives, and they plundered and they damaged all their property. In that place, the Sanjak Bey, Recep Bey, from being marked by calamity and prisoner and captive to the miserable infidels. Now in the aforementioned year, in the month of Regeb's 22nd day, so it's the this is the Islamic calendar. I didn't convert the date, but presumably sometime at some point after that, the aforementioned accursed one named Naj, with 3,000 or 4,000 German and Hungarian and Croatian miserable soldiers, marked with failure, were present in the open country of Buda, and upon their raid, it's something kind of weird and Ottoman that I translated literally, but upon their raid with the intention of no equal to tread without fear. It doesn't really work in English. For the tents and looting horses of the soldiers of Islam, while the holy warriors of Islam were heedless, those perverse people came. A number of men were martyred, so they died in combat, basically, from this ambush. And they fell back, and while fleeing, Yusuf Pasha of lofty rank, High Lord Commander, being Beyler Bey of Buda, with the Ghazis, the holy warriors or crusaders, basically, arrived from the rear of the good-for-nothing infidels, and in 2 or 3 hours, more than 2,000 cavalry and infantrymen were captive. And the evil marked infidels, being remnants of a defeated army, did not see one another, and they fled. So this is the kind of fighting that they were doing, and this is like technically in peacetime. So this is because the war in 1586 officially there is peace, and the Habsburgers are supposed to pay basically a tribute to Istanbul. If I had prepared better before the video, there is a part where it talks about them ambushing, basically ambushing the Ottoman army, or the Ottoman kind of provincial troops. Yeah, I can't find it at the moment. But yeah, that's the kind of fighting that went on in Hungary. A lot of low-level raiding, and a lot of basically violence against the population, unfortunately. Now, obviously, this is the Ottoman narrative, so they're not going to talk about that. Actually, it does later. It talks about the Ottoman governor that goes out and does the same thing, basically, and, obviously, because it's going to be biased, it's okay when he does it, right? But this is just kind of the nature of this sort of warfare, which is pretty destructive to ordinary people. A lot of these soldiers, most of them, would not be paid regularly, even if they were in a Habsburg or even an Ottoman garrison, for that matter. They might not get paid regularly, so they have to survive. And like one of these Hungarian captains I'm researching, like a little bit around this time, actually, he has to pay a lot of money from his own kind of funds to maintain the castle he's assigned to, or the fortress he's assigned to. Yeah. And then the other thing I wanted to share, maybe I'll read a little bit more of this Jafariani at some point, because there is a lot of some interesting military history details in there. But the other thing, I ordered a couple books from Hungary, and this is a facsimile of however it's pronounced. So this is literally, the title is the songbook of Ferenc Watay, but he was a war captive in the war between the Turks and the Habsburgs in the 1590s. He was a war captive in Galata Tower, and he wrote this. Let me see if I can show it a little bit better. He wrote his diary, and obviously he was kind of a poet, songwriter. So a lot of it is his songs, but he also has some illustrations in here of different scenes in Hungary. See if I can. This is mostly just the text. Let me see if I can find because there's a couple neat illustrations of the Ottomans, and here we go. We've got a town scene here. This looks like a Hungarian. I can't read the Hungarian handwriting yet. This is actually like a 2-book set, because the other book has the text, the text itself. This is sorry about the bad angle. This is Nandor Ferevar in Hungary. And I'm pretty sure this was an Ottoman-occupied city, but you can't really tell, because all you have are the only real sign, architecturally that is like you've got a couple mosques here. You can see the minarets, and it looks like there's another one here. But otherwise, and then there's one there. But otherwise, I mean, it looks kind of like what you would expect from a Renaissance kind of city, 16th century city. Let me find the other picture. Another picture of I can't read that handwriting. Here we go. Here's a good picture of, we've got the Ottomans fording the moat to hit the castle, and got a nice drawing of the angled walls, and there they are. Turks are pushing into the gap, basically, to take the castle, take the keep. You can see, to draw animals. And there's another picture. If I was better at editing, I would probably just edit this stuff out, but the handwriting is pleasant to look at, I think. Yeah, here we go. We've got a camel. Looks like we've got some women. Yeah, I thought I could read this, but I can't. So, got a guy there, got an Ottoman camel. Another picture of one of the cities. Not sure if this is supposed to be Istanbul or one of the Hungarian cities. And I can't quite make out the handwriting, like I said. Got another neat picture here. The Naval Museum in Istanbul has a lot of boats like this, real boats mostly from the 19th century, but the same design on display. I was trying to find the other neat picture of like the prisoners of war being literally carted away. Well, that must be him in jail, I'm guessing. It's got a neat kaftan on, at least. And you got another illustration. These guys look like Hungarians, although it's sometimes not easy to tell because the style of dress is similar. All right, I think I'll, got a nice picture of our Lord. Well, and kind of horrifying picture of, I guess, Final Judgment, let's say. Yeah, well, and we've got the cover image. That's neat. Yeah, so neat book. If I manage to translate parts of it, I will, but and share some of it with you guys. But maybe slow going. Hungarian is pretty tough, and I've been working on it for a little while now. So, oh, here we go. Got another jail picture. Yeah, okay. I think that's enough for this evening. At any rate, I hope you found some of that stuff interesting, I guess. And just the last thing on the painting front, I can't remember if I filmed this on the channel, but in a video, but I have been busy prepping things, so I got all of the Ottomans from the Garrison Special Box set my wife got for me. They're all built and now all primed, and then let's see if I can just pick this up without making a mess. And then I've got all the other stuff I've shown. I got it all assembled and primed. So yeah, I've got a good I think production line going here. So gonna be making good progress on all the figures, and then I think I'll probably, my plan is to assemble the Tatar and the Transylvanian box set when I get the stuff I just showed, when I get more of that painted and finished, mostly because yeah, I have to, I don't have enough room like to store everything in process, especially with the cat around. He likes to grab miniatures, so if they're within reach. So okay, all right, I think that's enough for me. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll talk to you in the next video.